Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast. I'm Emma, and with me here is Max. Today, we're talking about a topic that's super important for anyone learning English: how to speak confidently in public. Speaking in front of others can feel scary, especially in a new language. But don't worry, we're here to help you feel more comfortable and ready.
Absolutely, Emma. Speaking English in public, like at school, work, or even just in a coffee shop, is something many people want to do with confidence. So, if you've ever felt nervous speaking English in front of others, this podcast is for you. We'll go over tips, share some advice, and talk about ways to make speaking in public easier. And remember, confidence doesn't mean you have to be perfect, it just means you feel good about trying.
Exactly, Max. Confidence isn't about knowing every word or rule in English. It's more about feeling relaxed and comfortable, even if you make mistakes. Let's start by talking about a very important part of speaking in public: preparation. Being prepared can really help you feel more confident.
Preparation is key, Emma. Imagine you have to give a small presentation in English, or maybe you just want to talk to people at a social event. It helps a lot if you think about what you want to say in advance. Maybe you can even write down a few notes or ideas to help you remember the main points.
Right, Max. Writing down some notes is a great idea. Let's say you're introducing yourself to a new group of people. Think about what you want to share. Maybe your name, where you're from, what you like, or what you do. Write it down and practice saying it out loud. You don't have to memorize it word for word, but practicing will help you feel more prepared.
Yes, practicing out loud is super helpful because it lets you hear yourself speaking English. It helps you get used to the sound of your own voice in English, and that can make you feel more comfortable. And you can practice in front of a mirror or even record yourself to see how it sounds.
Great tip, Max. Recording yourself is a fantastic way to build confidence. When you listen to yourself, you'll notice where you might need to improve, but also the parts that sound really good. It's like giving yourself feedback, and when you do this often, you start feeling more at ease with English. You realize that speaking out loud isn't as scary as it seems.
Exactly, Emma, and remember, when you're preparing, you don't need to know every word. Sometimes people worrying about finding the perfect words, but that's not what matters. What matters is that you get your point across. For example, if you don't know a specific word, try to explain it in a different way. It's okay to say, "I don't know the word, but it's like," and then describe it.
That's so true, Max. Also, let's talk about breathing. When we're nervous, we sometimes forget to breathe deeply, and that can make us feel more anxious. Taking a deep breath before speaking can calm you down. It gives you a moment to relax and gather your thoughts.
Absolutely. Taking a deep breath can also help with your voice. When you're nervous, your voice can get shaky or very soft. Breathing deeply gives you more control over your voice, making you sound more confident. And if you're feeling especially nervous, just remind yourself that it's okay. A little bit of nervousness is completely normal.
Yes, even professional speakers get nervous sometimes. And here's another tip: try to slow down when you speak. When we're nervous, we often speak too fast, which can make it hard for people to understand us. Slowing down gives you more time to think and helps you speak more clearly.
That's a great point, Emma. Speaking slowly also makes you sound more confident. You're giving each word its time, and people can understand you better. It's okay if you need a moment to find the right word. Pausing is completely natural, and it actually makes you sound more thoughtful.
Pausing is powerful, Max, and if you feel yourself getting too nervous, remember a few small tricks, like focusing on one friendly face in the audience. Pretend you're just talking to that one person instead of a whole group. It can make speaking in public feel less intimidating.
Oh, I love that trick, Emma. Finding a friendly face, or even just looking at a point slightly above people's heads, can help make you feel more comfortable. It takes away some of the pressure. Also, it's helpful to smile a little when you speak. Smiling can make you feel more relaxed, and it also makes you sound friendly and welcoming.
Yes, smiling does wonders for confidence. And don't forget to keep practicing English whenever you can, even if it's just with a friend or family member. The more you practice speaking, the more natural it will feel. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
Well said, Emma. Practice is so important, even if it's just a few minutes every day. Try to make speaking a part of your routine. And when you practice, try to focus on speaking in full sentences. This will help you get used to structuring your thoughts in English, which makes it easier to speak in public.
Full sentences are definitely helpful. And remember, it's perfectly okay to make mistakes. Every time you speak, you're improving, no matter what. Confidence comes with experience, so the more you try, the better you'll feel. Just focus on communicating your ideas, not on being perfect.
Yes, exactly. Confidence is about progress, not perfection. When you feel proud of what you can do, it gives you the courage to try even more. So, don't let mistakes hold you back. Let them help you learn and grow.
Great to see you all again, continuing our discussion on speaking English confidently in public. Let's dive into another important aspect, body language. Your body can say a lot, sometimes even more than your words. Using the right body language can help you feel more confident and make your message clearer.
Absolutely. Emma, let's start with posture. Standing or sitting up straight shows that you're confident and engaged. It helps you breathe better and speak more clearly. Slouching, on the other hand, can make you look unsure or tired. So, try to keep your back straight and shoulders back when you're speaking.
Good point, Max. Another key part of body language is eye contact. Looking at people while you speak helps you connect with your audience. It shows that you are interested in them and that you believe in what you are saying. If you feel nervous, try to look at one person in the audience for a few seconds at a time instead of looking at everyone all at once.
Eye contact can be tricky, but it really makes a difference. If making eye contact feels too hard, you can look just above people's heads or at their foreheads. It still gives the impression that you are looking at them without feeling too intimidating.
That's a great tip, Max. Now, let's talk about gestures. Using your hands to emphasize points can make your speech more interesting, but be careful not to overdo it. Simple gestures, like pointing or using your hands to show the size of something, can help illustrate your ideas without distracting your audience.
Exactly. Gestures should match what you're saying. For example, if you're talking about something big, you can spread your hands wide. If it's something small, you can use a smaller gesture. This helps people understand and remember your message better.
Another important aspect is facial expressions. Your face can show your emotions and make your speech more relatable. Smiling can make you seem friendly and approachable, while showing enthusiasm can keep your audience interested. Just make sure your facial expressions match the tone of what you're saying.
Yes, facial expressions are powerful. They help convey your feelings and make your speech more engaging. If you're happy or excited about a topic, let it show on your face. It helps your audience feel the same way and keeps them interested in what you're saying.
Let's also discuss your voice. How you speak can greatly affect your confidence. Speaking too quickly can make you seem nervous, while speaking too slowly might make you seem unsure. Try to find a natural pace that feels comfortable for you. Pausing occasionally can also give you a moment to collect your thoughts.
Voice modulation is important too. Changing the pitch and volume of your voice can help emphasize key points and keep your audience engaged. For example, speaking louder when making an important point or lowering your voice to draw attention can make your speech more dynamic.
That's right, Max. And don't forget about pronunciation. Clear pronunciation helps your audience understand you better. If you're unsure about how to pronounce a word, take a moment to say it correctly. It's okay to pause and pronounce words properly. It shows that you care about being understood.
Practicing pronunciation can really help. Listening to native speakers and repeating what they say can improve your pronunciation over time. You can also use online tools or apps that help with pronunciation practice. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel.
Let's move on to engaging the audience. Asking questions is a great way to keep people involved in your speech. It doesn't have to be complicated. Simple questions like, "Have you ever felt nervous speaking English?" can encourage participation and make your speech more interactive.
Engaging the audience also means paying attention to their reactions. If you see people looking confused, you can slow down or explain something differently. If they seem interested, you can share more details or examples. Being responsive to your audience helps make your speech more effective.
That's a wonderful point, Max. Another way to engage the audience is by telling stories or sharing personal experiences. Stories make your speech more relatable and memorable. They help illustrate your points in a way that's easy to understand and interesting to listen to.
Stories are powerful tools in public speaking. They can make your message more impactful and help your audience connect with you on a personal level. Try to include a relevant story or example when explaining a concept that makes your speech more engaging and easier to follow.
Let's also talk about using visual aids. Visuals like slides, pictures, or props can enhance your speech and help explain your ideas better. They provide a visual reference that supports what you're saying and makes it easier for your audience to understand complex topics.
Visual aids should be simple and clear. They should complement your speech, not distract from it. Use images or diagrams that directly relate to your points and avoid cluttering your visuals with too much information. This way, your audience can easily grasp the main ideas without getting overwhelmed.
Another important aspect is handling questions or interruptions. It's natural for the audience to have questions or comments during your speech. Being prepared to answer them confidently shows that you know your topic well and are open to interaction.
When answering questions, listen carefully and take your time to respond. If you don't know the answer, it's okay to admit it and offer to find out more information. Being honest and calm helps maintain your confidence and keeps the conversation positive.
Absolutely, Max. Handling interruptions gracefully is also part of speaking confidently. If someone interrupts, stay calm and polite. Acknowledge their input and guide the conversation back to your main points. This shows that you are in control and can manage unexpected situations smoothly.
Managing interruptions well can actually strengthen your presentation. It shows that you are adaptable and can think on your feet. Practice responding to different scenarios so you feel prepared and confident during your speech.
Let's not forget about the importance of practice in all these areas. The more you practice using good body language, engaging your audience, and handling questions, the more natural it will feel. Practice in front of a mirror, with friends, or even record yourself to see how you can improve.
Practicing regularly builds your confidence and helps you become more comfortable with public speaking. It allows you to refine your techniques and discover what works best for you. Over time, you'll find that speaking confidently in public becomes easier and more enjoyable.
Remember, every speaker has their own style. Find what makes you feel comfortable and confident, and incorporate those elements into your speaking. Whether it's using gestures, telling stories, or maintaining eye contact, choose the techniques that work best for you and make your speech uniquely yours.
That's a great way to put it, Emma. Developing your own style not only boosts your confidence, but also makes your speeches more authentic and engaging. People appreciate genuine speakers who are true to themselves and passionate about their message.
As we continue to build our confidence in speaking English, keep these tips in mind and keep practicing. Public speaking is a skill that takes time to develop, but with dedication and the right strategies, you can become a confident and effective speaker.
Well said, Emma. Confidence in public speaking is within your reach. Keep working on your skills, stay positive, and remember that every step you take brings you closer to becoming a more confident English speaker.
So glad to be here as we continue with our topic on speaking English confidently in public. We've already covered a lot about preparation, body language, and engaging the audience. Now, let's dive into some final tips and strategies that can help you bring everything together when you're out there speaking.
Yes, Emma, and I think a great way to start is by talking about how to deal with nervousness. Feeling nervous before or during a speech is totally normal, and everyone experiences it, no matter how much practice they have. But there are ways to handle those nerves so they don't take over.
That's right, Max. One simple technique is to focus on your breathing. When you're feeling nervous, take a few deep breaths. Breathe in slowly through your nose, hold it for a moment, and then exhale slowly. This helps calm your body and clears your mind, making it easier to focus on what you're saying.
Deep breathing is incredibly helpful, and another tip is to visualize a positive outcome. Before you start speaking, imagine yourself speaking clearly and confidently with the audience reacting positively. This mental picture can help you feel more at ease and prepare you to do your best.
Yes, visualization can be so powerful. Another great technique is to have a positive mindset. Remind yourself that you're here to share something valuable, and people are listening because they want to hear what you have to say. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be present and focused.
That's a fantastic point, Emma. Positive thinking can really make a difference. Instead of worrying about what could go wrong, focus on what you want to achieve and the message you want to deliver. Confidence grows when you focus on your purpose rather than your fear.
Absolutely, Max. And here's another tip that's often overlooked: embrace pauses. Many people think they need to fill every second with words, but pauses are powerful. When you pause, you give yourself a moment to think, and you give your audience time to absorb what you've said.
Pauses are golden. They add emphasis to your points and make your speech more engaging. If you ever lose track of your thoughts, take a small pause, breathe, and then continue. This shows confidence and helps you regain your focus without rushing.
Another great strategy is to use positive self-talk. When we're nervous, we might start thinking things like, "I'm going to mess up," or "people won't understand me." Try to replace these negative thoughts with positive ones, like "I've prepared for this," or "I can do this."
Positive self-talk is so important. Remind yourself of your strengths and the things you're doing well. This will help boost your confidence and keep you focused on doing your best instead of worrying about mistakes. Remember, every speaker makes mistakes sometimes. It's part of the process.
Yes, exactly. And another useful trick is to keep your message simple. When we're nervous, we sometimes feel like we need to add lots of details or big words to sound more impressive. But actually, keeping your message clear and simple often makes it stronger and easier for your audience to understand.
That's so true, Emma. Trying to add too much detail can make you lose your audience. Simple language is powerful, and it shows that you're confident in what you're saying. Plus, it's easier to remember and deliver well, which can reduce your nerves.
And let's talk a bit about finding your unique speaking style. Some people are naturally funny, while others might be more serious or passionate. Finding what makes you feel comfortable can make speaking more enjoyable and help you connect with your audience.
Great point, Emma. Your speaking style is part of what makes you, you. Embrace it. If you're naturally funny, add a bit of humor. If you're passionate about a topic, let that passion show. Being yourself helps you relax and brings out your authentic voice.
And don't forget to keep practicing regularly. Practicing doesn't have to mean a big formal speech every time. It can be as simple as speaking English with friends or family, sharing your thoughts on a topic, or even talking to yourself in English when you're alone.
Yes, small daily practice is very effective. Try setting aside a few minutes each day to speak in English. Talk about anything, a recent book, a movie you watched, or even your plans for the day. The more you practice, the more confident you'll feel in different situations.
Another great way to practice is to find opportunities to speak in front of others, even if it's just a small group. You could try joining a language club, volunteering to give a short presentation at school or work, or even recording a video of yourself. These experiences help you get used to speaking in public.
Those are wonderful ideas, Emma, and remember, speaking confidently in public isn't about never making mistakes. It's about being comfortable enough to handle mistakes calmly and keep going. Each time you speak in public, you're building your confidence little by little.
Exactly, Max. It's about progress, not perfection. Every time you speak in front of others, even if it's just saying hello to a stranger or asking for directions, you're improving. Each small step adds up, and before you know it, speaking in public will feel more natural.
That's right. Speaking in public is a skill that grows over time. The more you practice, the easier it will become. Just keep challenging yourself in small ways and celebrate your progress along the way.
And as a final tip, surround yourself with positive influences. Find people who encourage you, practice with friends who are supportive, and look for resources or communities that make you feel motivated. Having a positive environment can make a big difference in your confidence.
Yes, having a supportive community is so helpful. Whether it's friends, teachers, or even online groups, being around people who encourage you can boost your confidence. You don't have to do this alone. There are so many people who want to help you succeed.
So true, Max. And as we wrap up our discussion on speaking confidently in public, remember that confidence is something you build over time. Be patient with yourself, celebrate small wins, and keep practicing. Every step counts, and the journey to confidence is unique for everyone.
Well said, Emma. Just remember that every time you speak, you're getting better. Don't let fear hold you back. Speak from the heart, be yourself, and enjoy the process of improving. We believe in you, and we know you can do this.
Yes, we do. And thank you so much for joining us in this podcast. We hope these tips help you feel more confident speaking English in public. Remember, practice makes progress, so keep going and enjoy the journey.
And before we go, if you found this helpful, please subscribe to our channel and share this podcast with your friends and family. We're excited to keep sharing more tips to help you on your English journey.
Absolutely, and we can't wait to see you again in our next podcast. Take care, keep practicing, and stay confident. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.